guys, give me just a second, and we will start. There we go. Put that there. Alrighty. Just gonna give it a little bit of time for everyone to get in, and then we will get started here. Let's give it a little bit. But hello, crazy. Alrighty. Everybody should be funneling in here pretty soon. We'll just give it till the elapsed time hits 5 minutes. Then we'll start with everything. But I am open to answering some questions if you guys have any. Oh no! This isn't the 2-year anniversary of my channel. No, this is the 2-year anniversary of the world. I've been here for a little bit longer than 2 years. Give me like 2 minutes, guys. Yeah, we'll start when that elapsed time hits about 5 minutes. Might be a little bit delayed for you guys, but alrighty. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. So yeah. Got about 2 minutes. Yep. Good, that's great. That is great. Years of Minecraft. Well, no, not really. Just 2 years of this world. My Cool World series has been going on a little bit longer than this. However, I am a little more committed to this series. Yep. First Minecraft series I did. Anniversary is in September, so you know, we still got a few. So, hey, how y'all doing? We're almost ready to start here with the 2-year anniversary of the Grand Tour. This is what I would have given to one of you guys, but you know that I might as well just give it to a tour to everybody. So yeah, just want y'all to get comfy, grab a drink, maybe a snack, prepare to ask any questions about what section we're on, and we will begin here shortly. Got an interesting special here, so I do hope y'all enjoy it. Enjoy it. Without with that being said, let's begin with the tour. Alrighty, hello everyone, Patmaster47 here, and welcome to the 2-year anniversary tour inside of the Rockfire Explosion world. I'm your host, Pack, and today we're just going to go through everything we've done over the past 2 years, how this world came to be, um, a little bit of backstories behind what all we're doing, maybe some projects, future projects. So yeah, starting off, here's our spawn area. I have no idea how long this is gonna take, so you know, just bear with us here. But all right, so this little spawn area I built not too long ago. Just this little thing I wanted to be able to teleport everywhere in the world instead of having to fly thousands of blocks to get everywhere. We have the teleporter splits into the four main sections of this world that we will be getting into. The beginnings, both Chuck E. Cheese and creative engineering, and then some of our current projects that I am working on to get finished. Right, so I did this little floor design. I had Deadbird pick me 4 colors of concrete. He picked uh, dark green, light green, purple, and blue for the Chuck E. Cheese side, and the red, gray, orange, and white for the Showbiz side. But before we do anything, let's begin with the origins of this world. And originally, this world started with the Five Nights at Fredbear's roleplay series, which is still a thing on the channel. Just we are thinking of bringing that back in a different way. Now, this roleplay was a little thing me, Deadbird, and one other person did. Let me see if I can find where his name is. Anyway, guy came on, we met the guy over a live stream. We checked out his world, which was a okay, I can't find him. Oh well. We checked out his world, which was a yes. Oh, Crazy. Yeah, Crazy was also in there. I almost forgot, but yeah, we checked out his world. You guys should know about Crazy by now, but checked out his world as a Jurassic Park themed world. He did a really good job, and we asked him if he wanted to join a role play, and he said yes. And that episode kind of failed, but we are going to come back with something even better. So anyway, this is the little map I built for Fredbear's Family Diner. And the goal of this entire roleplay, I'll just do a little fly behind. Have everything. I believe command. Well, the command block is not there. I guess this was before we decided to do that. Oh, that's fun. I didn't even know this was back here. What the? What's this? That's that's interesting. I didn't even know that was back there. It's amazing what you find when you look. Pretty much Five Nights at Fredbear's. Pretty much we're going with the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline and making it into a cool little Minecraft roleplay as me and Deadbird, the security guards. Let's do a little tour of the inside here. Now, I believe, yeah, we just have skull things for the cameras, but we actually did get a camera system sorted out. However, we did it a little bit better. Suits are missing. I don't know where they went. Probably in somebody's inventory. Mine? No. I don't know where they went. Probably gone for good, but we got the backstage. So yeah, we went all out for this. We were kind of happy about this. This generator was kind of fun to hook up. Basically, Deborah would flip this, and you'll see in a bit. This does all the lights. You Kind of see a little redstone hatch we did up here. Connect to everything. If we actually go all the way to the office, which is down here, we got 2 party rooms over here. There should be a vent system in one of these. What we did, we thought it would be fun to cover up the vents with little posters. So that was fun. We acted like we didn't know it was there. Hello. And we have a system here where you could use the vent lights, which work. And you can actually seal the vent, so nothing gets inside. As you can see, if I flip that again, something's in front of the vent. We click it again, and the vent's open. Now this map's real fun to play with, whereas one person's the animatronic and you're the security guard. It's pretty fun. But pretty much, there's a security generator. You turn that off, and you cannot seal the vent. So you kind of need to run through the restaurant to go do that, take care of that. But and you see these vents lead in various directions. That leads down to the office. This leads, I think, to the bathrooms. And one leads to the kitchen, which I don't think we put a camera in there anyway. I don't know why I'm walking down these. Yeah, there's the office. That leads to the kitchen. There's one to the arcade. And this was a real fun little project we did. However, like I said, it is canceled, but we are bringing that back. So, we got any questions about this place? It was a real fun. We got to have the do not enter room, which still to this day we are not allowed to enter. So you guys have no idea what's in there. Got the restrooms. These were fun to build. So yeah. But this was this is our interpretation of Fredbear's, but this right here was the thing we record. This was the map we recorded day 1 and maybe night 1 on. No, because we had a no. This was what we were gonna do it on. We rehearsed a lot. We were pretty much only rehearsed on this map. The animatronics. Crazy actually played one of the animatronics in the first day, I think it was. Day 1 or night 1 he played. But yeah. It was a real fun series we did. It's a shame we didn't actually get to finish it. Oh, there's a vent system up here. Forgot to show you guys, but yeah. This was real fun. And basically down here there was supposed to be like a body in the vents. I don't know where we were going for that, but yeah. And I cannot forget over here we have the animatronic graveyard, which is actually fun. We have a Mitzi and a Fats over here. This is when Deadbird started copying things over. I didn't trust the system entirely. So I was like, okay, build them somewhere on the other end of Fredbear's. So we did. And this Fats is in maybe perfect condition, other than the foot tap, which we can't. Oh no, there's a Looney Bird. Yeah. So yeah, this Fats might be able to get hooked back up and running, but I don't think we ever will. So this is kind of the animatronic graveyard. There's other Fats, and we have various holes, floating block over here. I'm gonna name this Desmond. This is Desmond, the floating block of black concrete. And we got a skinless Fats over here. So you can see it was a very fun thing to work on. Again, this Fats is okay. I probably could get this one up and running. That one's probably... Will this world be finished? Probably not for... We're probably at least going to have another 10, maybe 11, 12 of these tours before we're even close to being finished. Yeah, we're not going to finish for probably years and years. But yeah, we probably could get one of these fats back up and running, but I don't know. We could restore that one. Make that a video. Alright, so this down here, very interesting thing. Down here. So, down here is, I was building the Beatles, but as like dogs, so I was redoing the Beagles for Chuck E. Cheese, but this is if Creative Engineering built them. I got Paul and George right there. So that was fun. And then I had one kid come on the world who was more than happy to do it. This was a couple months ago now, but I told him, hey, build a snake animatronic. I want to see how well you can build, because I was thinking of having him help me in this. And he built this, and I built this. That's my sneaky snake right there, my own character. But yeah, yeah. So moving on. This right here was going to be the sequel to Fredbear's. It was going to be Afton Robotics right here. And we do have the other version of this built up a little bit more in the actual other world that we use. So that's fun. This is built up a lot more though, so yeah. That's fun. Sorry guys. This was meant to be like a factory, and then like our night shift would be here. During the day we would go to the other places, like the abandoned Fredbear's, or like the sister location area, or stuff like that. Well, we'll get there, don't worry. We'll get there. So yeah, and I think that's everything around here that we have to address for now. So that's just a cool little origin story of what this world originally was meant to be. So let's return to spawn. And there's Fredbear's. Alright. So I'm going to try to do this in chronological order here. So we started over building... I originally wanted to build giant versions of the... I originally wanted to build giant versions of the Five Nights at Fredbear's characters, as well as the other Five Nights at Freddy's characters, and have them be able to move. I'm not going the right way, am I? So I start with like a little platform, coincidentally right where Looney Bird is right there. And I built Fredbear's head, and yeah. I decided to scrap that, and I was like, kind of fell into a creative slump for a couple weeks. Then I realized I seen a video of from a YouTuber by the Undead Pianist, and this is he has another name now, but he built a small version of the Rockfire Explosion stage. And I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to build a big version of that. Just to see what happens. And the original inspiration for the series was my father had been to a Chuck E. Cheese, or a Showbiz Pizza when he was younger. And I decided, you know, this is what I'm going to build this for him, and we'll go from there. And 50 episodes later, the Rockfire Explosion in all its glory. Now, this was a very fun project to build. There were a lot of us involved. Um, it was me, Deadbird, Crazy, Foxy Games. I think Blue Foxy joined towards the end. And a few others that I, for the life of me, can't remember at the moment. But yeah, we had a lot of fun building this. It was one of the best things I think we've ever decided to commit down, and this is what really got the channel to where it was today. So that's Derpy was there. I think there were two more. I don't know if you guys can remember. Please post them in the comments. Now we got to about one of the most prominent times I think we'll remember here. We got done with this stage. Biscuit! He was in, yes he was. And I believe Gent was in here for one episode. Yeah, he was. Bookie. I don't remember if he was in here. I think he was for 2 or 3 episodes. But we got halfway done with Mitzi. We got her mask in. And what we did, we would build or what I used to do, was to show you guys what all movements we would put on the characters is I would build them to the side of the characters. And here are the grooves for the mechanic I used for Looney Bird's mouth and eyes. These are the eye ones to cross the eyes. But yeah, so that was fun. Sorry guys. And then I left Mitzi's alone, but Billy Bob's, that's all that's left of his. Looney Bird's just has those trenches. Mitzi still has all hers. I was still trying to work out an eye mechanism so that they could look left and right. Oh, it's Deadbird's eye mechanism. Never mind. So, yeah. Anyway, we built Mitzi's mask up, and then we had a very prominent moment in this series, and that's when Crazy joined. And at the time, I didn't trust him, which, I don't trust any new person that comes on the world to begin with. So I was like, okay, I'm going to copy the world over for a test, and then, see what Crazy does, and then we'll go back to the other world. Well, here, Crazy built this mini version of Billy Bob. Right here. And I thought that was so cool that I put a little mech version over there. And it does work if I flip this. And I was so impressed with this, I decided to keep it. And I felt so bad for if we had to go back to the other world, this wouldn't be here. So that marked the time we fully switched over to this world. Oh, wow. But anyway, so there's that, and he also built this 1980s Duke. Let's say it'd be a shame if this didn't work. And there we go. And I tried to build the mech version to it, but yeah, we don't talk about that. So yes. And then some people kept asking, hey, what is this? Like, not a lot of people were familiar with the Rockfire explosion, and that's understandable. So, about after the time we built Beach Bear, by the way, here's his mask. I think him and Rolf were the only two we, no, just his, I think. Yeah, I think Rolf's was the only, or Beach Bears was the only one we actually put in front of the character. Oh, that could be why the world's lagging. Because this is running, which I didn't turn this on. This is why I don't trust people. That's why we always turn things off. Should turn down the lag just a hair. A few other things might be running like clunk over here. Anything else? There. We're not really running that more smoothly, but unless the big characters are on, which doesn't look like it. So I don't know what that was about, unless that Chuck's... No. Anyway, so people kept asking me, hey, what is the Rookfire explosion? Not a lot of people are familiar with it, so I decided to build... Actually, I don't think Beach Bear was here yet. I decided to build this little mock-up of what the whole stage is going to look like. And little did I know this would turn into me then building... I think it was Mini Clunk over there, and then the mini stage, the Midgeon stage. At that point, I just figured, hey, you know what? I'm gonna build... That's way before... Oh, maybe not then. I don't know. Here's the little AFK box they all built and put me in. For what reason, I don't know. They had a bunch of chickens in here. That's what I do remember. But I decided to build every Chuck E. Cheese stage. I skipped Circles of Light, but... Okay, that was crazy that built the AFK thing. Okay. But, yeah, we had the shelf here. The balcony stage. The rocker stage, RIP rocker stage. C stage, all four of which are retired. Nowadays. If you guys didn't see the video, at the time it was my most viewed video. But for a while it was, and then episode 39 of the Rockfire series took its place. Over here, using the Mitzi ear mechanism, Derpy built a bank over here, which exploded somehow. Well, it was made of bedrock, so I don't really know how it blew up, but yeah, it was a interesting little... I think Derpy was working on a keycard system, but I don't know how the whole thing blew up, but yeah, here we are. I'm still leaving it here, though. The remains. Alrighty. Gent built this thing here. It was going to be a casino, but he never came back to finish it. This over here is a little bunker Derpy made. I like it. Quite cool. There's a hole into the void, I believe. The end portal. So yeah. I think that was the last time Derpy was ever on this. I believe Derpy also built the tower of almost every block. So that was fun. This is Crazy's newest addition, I believe, to this stage. At least it is a mini Billy Bob. He kept building it on the stage, but we eventually settled on right here. After me destroying the thing a bunch of times, but you know. Alright. These two Dukes Crazy built. That Chuck E. Cheese and that Wolfman Crazy built. That Studio C he built, and that Uncle Clunk he built. The rest of these mini ones are mine. Unless I'm missing one. But we got the concept unification thing. The regular Rockfire stage. Again, inspired by Crazy. And then the Wolfpack 5. And you guys can maybe see these giant characters over here. These are the body shells of all the characters. What we did, as soon as we were done building them, we went on the inside, laced them with, I think that's calcite? Or is that diorite? Okay, yeah, no, that's calcite. I'm getting to the bottom of what this actually is. I think that is calcite. Yeah. We lined them with calcite to look like the newer body shells, and then terracotta for the brown ones. And these are, we put them in the characters, copied them over, or Deadbird copied them over. And this series was the putting the body shells in the rockfire explosion. And then we took away the fur, and just to see how realistic they were, they turned out okay. At the same time, I was doing the mask tutorials. So pretty much I went over and I built the masks. I showed you guys all how to build the mask, and that's still on the channel somewhere. I showed y'all how to build the masks for these characters at least. Oh, sorry guys. I get the Linny Bird. There should be 2 of each. I even showed you guys how to build Birthday Bird. Antioch should be over here. Those 3 were over here. We have Mitzi, Duke, Beach Bear, Fats. Antioch should be over that way. I think Fats is the most built mask we have on this world. Oh, there's the Moonrockers. I just recently built them. There's Antioch. And that was the finale we did for this. I think that's a house. Derpy built that house. Never mind. That purple house. But this was the anniversary thing we did for the rockfire explosion. Or not the anniversary, the finale. I gave a little speech. We turned on the thing. And then there was a fireworks show for the finale. And it was a good finale of a series for the series. And this clunk, Crazy, are you ever going to finish this? Finish building this? Just for... I just thought I'd ask you, like, this clunk is not finished. Crazy built it. And if so... Okay, you are going to finish it. And if so, would you actually like me to copy this over to the updated Rockfire stage? So you could build one, like, near your updated 3-stage you're building. That way we can do that. Alright. And here's Rolf's mask for the tutorial we did. It's not the same to the one up there, but a few alterations when we did that. I think that was the design one we did. It was up there. It kept getting changed, and that's the one we built. Down here's a little mechanism Crazy wanted us to do for the moon, or the sun mouth. Oh, sorry guys. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I think that's everything we built. I might as well go over this now, since it's kind of close. So this is the 1.19 house Deadbird built. He wanted to see what he could come up with by using the blocks from the last update. And I think it looks very nice. I think it's very nice. Very nice small house, but yeah, it's pretty good. Here's the blocks he gave himself to work with. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. God, I sound like Deadbird. No offense to him, but I think these moon rockers we're going to build over in the other world, the I can't think of the name. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, the moon rockers here we're going to build over uh, in Pax Cool World for one of the shows. But yeah. Anyway, I do believe that this area is done. There we go. Oh, no, I forgot two things, and we don't even have to teleport over. So, before we, this is when I took a little break from the Rockfire series. This was before we did the updating the Rockfire. I decided to put a little Billy Bob here, copy a Billy Bob over. I burned it. I think Deadbird burned it. Fire spread pretty good. I just want to see, like, how well these things would burn if, fire hit him, and yeah, he burned. He burned pretty good. Other than the fire damage, he is 100% functioning. I think he is at least. I don't know, all of his interior wiring should still be intact. So I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be functioning. Oh my gosh. Why do I still hear fire? Oh my god. It's down in the body. Oh, there's one little bit of fire right there. Just gonna put that out. Normally I would have kept it there, but that's probably gonna get annoying. Anyway, so yep, and then this Billy Bob over here, which I decided to merge into the spawn. We copied this over. Deadbird destroyed it for me. And then I restored it. Except for the leg, everything else is intact. I think taking a nice drink right now would stop my coughing. But yeah. I didn't check his movements, though, so that could be the one thing that's out of whack, but other than that, that's Billy Bob for you. Alrighty, moving back to the spawn. Oh, any questions? Anyone have any questions? And yes, every character up there moves. Get some cough drops. Those don't work. I do have... There are cough drops, but they're like throat lozenges in my car, but they're only good for like sore throats. Alright, I hope you guys are keeping up, but let's move back down to creative engineering. And the next series we did was the Wolfpack 5, which I think we gotta come all the way over. Down to here. Oh, there, I got it. I think this look. But here is the Wolfpack 5, which is actually on the opposite side as the Rockfire. You guys can see the sign and the sun and all that. So we got the Wolfpack 5 right here. Now the Wolfpack 5 was probably the start of the like for the Rockfire series it was okay, but this is when I started getting a little irritated with my helpers, just a little bit. So I only let 3 of them join, I think. Yeah, Dingo and Duke are actually lined up. So are Fats and Fats, which we didn't intend. But a few things to note out here. The actual stage here, the Wolfpack 5. Boy. Fats right there. Dingo, Beach Bear, and Minnie down at the end right there. A few things to note. I believe that is... boy. So with these characters, I took Rolf's mask off the original Rockfire. Oh my god. I am so sorry, guys. I really am. But a few things down here, this was like Foxy Jr. or something. There was like a fox. And then we had to slash kill all the entities because we had like a polar bear army. Or something. But the Wolfman, right here. We took Rolf's mask, copied it over, put a beard, mustache on him. This is the one I built. I think Foxy built that one, Crazy built that one. I was like, here you go, guys. Build your own. We'll keep the best version. I believe my version is on all of these. Fats, I don't know what happened with Fats. That was Dingo's mask. I think Crazy was building that one. Fats' mask, we copied him over from the other Rockfire. I can't tell which version. I think these are the ones from the Rockfire explosion. Anyway, we copied over Fats' mask. Something went wrong where, like, we have 7 Fats masks over here for some reason. Half of one right there. So that's fun. Here's a little speaker podium. Someone wanted me to... Oh no, the actual microphone's gone. Aww. There was a microphone on here. I don't know, it was like a speaker platform. Dingo's mask over here. Again, all these masks only took one try to build. Dingo's was probably the hardest because he's the smallest. I think we did okay. Oh, part of it broke. That's okay. Here's Beach Bear's foot tap. I believe that is the same Beach Bear mask from the Rockfire, so we didn't change anything there. Here's Minnie's mask. What we did, we copied over Mitzi's, did a little alteration. Boom. There's the Wolfpack 5 right there. Here's a little roller coaster Foxy built. I think it was Foxy at least built this. Tried to do a loop-de-loop. Didn't really work, but you know. There's a little roller coaster. I believe it is still functional. Just test a theory. There's structure blocks, right? Yeah, this is when we start. Oh, Crazy, you built the roller coaster. I thought it was Foxy. It's when we started using structure blocks. But if there is a... There is! We can ride the roller coaster real quick. Whee! Whee! Whoa! Drop right there! We get taken underground? I don't remember any of this. I rode this once. And there we go. Spit you right off the track and right into the Confederate Critter Show. Which I might as well go over these mini stages right over here. I don't remember. Again, all this was built in chronological order, but some of it wasn't. Some I don't even remember when I built it. So, there's that. So this right here, I wanted to do mini animatronics like Crazy did. So I designed, these are all my own designs here. I designed all these. So I did 5 shows there, and here I was trying to replicate all these shows by creative engineering. And I started by trying to do Willy Wabbit, their first technical character. But I ended up scrapping the rabbit, and I decided to do a moose. And this is Monty Moose, my own character, right here. And he does work. Him and Friendly Freddy are the only 2 I wired up. There you go. Just how he works in my cool world. There he is. I got Friendly Freddy right down here. See, he does work. He's a bit more technical. And the Confederate critters right here, which I did do there. I got Colonel Stonewall J. Fox, General Cornelius Bearpatch, and then Major Mosby Greyhound III. I believe I hooked them up. Oh my gosh, I did. So there you've got the Confederate critters. Right there working. I didn't think I did hook them up. This took me like 3 weeks to do. Because I had to put a whole like tree stump around them. That was fun. The wiring's not really that bad, but it was complicated at the time. We got the Bear Country Jamboree right here, or Jubilee, the predecessor to the Hard Luck Bears. I don't know their names, so don't ask. And we got another Wolfpack 5 right down here. I think the backdrop wasn't built by me, but it does flash accordingly. And then the final thing by the Wolfpack 5 is just a little thing I'd like to point out. That we did do, or we wanted to do, was we were getting close to the end of the Wolfpack 5. Or maybe it was near the beginning, middle, I don't really remember, but I asked Edward, hey, copy over a Duke, and that's where it started. That's who's in the big crate. I said, hey, copy over Duke, destroy it, and put him in a box. And then I'll restore him for like a video series. And there should be a hole up here. We can see him. Yeah, he's seen better days, but I do eventually at some point do want to get back to this, where we will restore him. Oh, he's missing an arm. Oh, that's fun. And we are going to have to get to this someday, but if you guys do want to see us restore this guy, comment down below. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna have to build a whole new mask for him. What else got destroyed here? His eye mechanism's all screwed up. Here, yeah. He's a mess, but if you guys do want to see me restore him at some point, see how well I know my own characters. And we did he did a beach bear over here, which we'll have to do at some point as well. I think he took fire to some of that. And he did a loony bird down here. He was going to do Mitzi, Fats, Rolf, and Billy Bob, but we never got to that. But I might restore those guys at some point. Just depends when. Here's a loony bird. That's really all I gotta say. Cosmetics, not built by me, of course. So yeah. And I think that's all for the Wolfpack 5 area. Since we're getting to the most recent stuff, I am remembering this a little bit more. Alright, we're gonna head back to spawn here. And we're gonna head over to the Chuck E. Cheese side of things, and this is where we did the concept unification stage. You guys will be able to see it. Just a moment. Oh, and I do like to pride myself on this spawn area because I did mark out what all years these stages were in service, if they're still around. And I do believe this is actually, these are the accurate numbers. 9 concept unification, 3 stages left, so that's fun. So this is a concept unification right here. As you guys can see, we converted the 3-stage Rockfire, and we put a whole series on it. But these are the dimensions and the actual characters from the Rockfire stage. We just copied them over and redid them as the Chuck E. Cheese characters, and I really like how this turned out. Mostly because we actually did do like a full backdrop to the stage. Well, it's not really full. Little behind the scenes thing here. If you guys go back behind the buildings, it just goes down a few blocks past this lowest point, and then it disappears. So you guys, it looks like there's the full backdrop, but there really isn't. We got the Wink up there. Fats is, yeah, they've all seen better days, but we got Chuck over here. Bolt from Rolf. Chuck E. Cheese sign. I really like how I did the cursive up there. Just saying. Chuck E. Cheese TV, the star. That's one of my best star shapes, I'd say. We've got the building up there. Mitzi, or Helen, sorry. Munch Jr. I love how Munch Jr. turned out. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Anyway, we got the Munch's Make Believe band sign up there. The Wink. We've got Jasper from Beach Bear. The Moon. He stayed the same. We've got Pasquale from Duke. And we've got Pizza Cam from Looney Bird. Down here. It says fun. We got an L there, or it's a J. I don't know why we have it, but we got Moss. Here's all the characters we Deadbird copied over because well, we had to remove the cosmetics, and then we moved them off stage to recarpet the stage. Then there's the Rockfire organ we took off. The sun right there. The mask, at least. I think that's the whole... Oh no, that's the whole mech. I don't know why the moon's not down here. There's a little assembly line somebody built. There's Choo Choo's mech. Here's the Wink, Deadbird, with testing before we settled on up there. Anything else over here? Yes, okay. So, when we did the concept unification thing, concept unification premiere, where I would show you guys what the whole stage looked like, and so I was trying to keep the whole thing a secret of what it looked like till the end, which we were successful of doing. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but, you know, we did it. And in this, this little thing where I showed you guys the best stages I've seen. Like 3 stages I've seen. Or just stages in general built in Minecraft right there. There are only 3 entries, but, you know. So that's it for that. And then I took a break from, it was either break from YouTube entirely, or I took a break just from animatronics. But anyway, I did take a break, and I would like to show you guys a few stages we're going to build in the future, some future projects. So like I said, eventually this is going to be every stage we have listed. So we got the portrait show, the balcony, the cabaret shows, the lounge shows. We're going to build all those things. The rocker stage and C stage. I have what year they were in service and what year they were taken away. As you can see, the rocker stage being the most recent. In here, I do have how many locations are left if the stage is still around. We got the 3 stage, the road stage, 2 stage, 1 stage. We have the Studio C Alpha, the Studio C Alpha Beta Mix, which is actually sadly gone. There was only one of those left, but they are sadly retired. This is also known as the Prototype, Studio C Prototype. We got the Studio C Beta, which has 88 locations still. Studio C Kappa, 28. The Beta Kappa Mix, 3 locations. So you can see we still got a few left. We've got the Concept Unification 1 stage, which is only in 3 locations. None of those have been. We got the Circles of Light, and then the Chucky Live stage, which I did just update these this morning, so they are very, hopefully accurate, at least. We got 261 plus locations with that. And we are eventually going to do that to 1 stage we're going to get rid of, but which shall that be? And then over here with the creative engineering is what all we're going to get rid of, or build for here. As you can see, before before Showbiz, we got the 1976 to the 1979. We got Friendly Freddy, the Confederate Critters, both Wolfpack 5 from the IAAPAs, and the Hard Luck Bears we're going to build. All the different versions of the Rockfire Explosion, and we have the Showbiz logo right there. With the Crazy Colander Night, the Wolfpack 5 in Showbiz, the Rockfire Explosion 1980, 1981, 1982, and 1983 version, which we've already built. The lights mean we've already built it. We have the Uncle Clunk version, the Santa version, the Campground version, the Yogi Bear stage, the Mini stage, and the Liberty Show. Running all the way down here. We have C Creative Engineering from 1980 to 1990. We had the Clown, the creepy clown thing, the Wizard of Oz show, the Moon Rockers, and Second Gen Duke and Mitzi. This was during Showbiz, but this was everything that wasn't happening at Showbiz. Everything that didn't make it in Showbiz, I should say. And then here we have 1990 to now, which we got the new Rockfire Explosion, the Midgens, the Melted Moose, the Blast Canister, and the Melted Face Billy Bob. If there's any more, I will put those down there. And I don't know if you guys caught it, but I based these Chuck E. Cheese's off that era of their logo. This is the first one in Pizza Time Theater. The blue is the second Pizza Time Theater, where it had, you know, pretty much Showbiz, but without the Showbiz logo. There's Chuck. And these were tough to build. This is the Cool Chuck from the 90s, I think. So I was quite proud of that one. And then this is Avenger Chuck from 2000. I like how he turned out. They're pretty much only good until you see it. If you see them from like back here. If you look all the way out in front, you can see how much they got cut off. And then down here we have the Rockstar Chuck from nowadays. You can see he really got cut off because of the size of the room. So that's fun. Alrighty. And if you guys are curious as to what we are working on in the present day, these are the personal projects. we are working on now. We have the updated Rockfire and updated concept unification. That we didn't even start. We're not even done with that one, but the updated Rockfire heads, this was what when I first announced we're gonna redo the Rockfire explosion. It was the first thing we did for that. And that was, we built the heads of the characters, or I built them. Some I built off camera. I built Duke. I built, I think, all these off camera. Like, I built a Rolf over here. I costumed it just to see what these are going to look like. And I was quite proud of it. Rolf looks very good. Duke looks pretty much like you ripped him straight off the real life stage. And then we got Mitzi, kind of scary, not gonna lie. We got Beach Bear here. He's a work in progress, but these are just the first costume version of the characters that I designed. Here we've got my version of Fats's mask, the version I think we're going to use on the stage. I know, I didn't like it, and then I grew to like it. Here I have one built by somebody. I don't remember who built it. We have Billy Bob's mask over here, which I don't know if we're going to keep this version, because this kind of looks like the walk-around version instead of the one you'd see on the show. I do just think we need to work on the chin, but we ran out of room here, so like I think if we make the chin a bit bigger, we're going to have a perfect Billy Bob mask. We got a Withered Freddy built by somebody. I don't remember who built half of these. Looney Bird, we never could get an accurate mask on him. I tried at least 3 times. These are the mechs of the characters that we built. At least the bodies of the characters we built. I'm not going to fly around and show you guys every single one. And then over here is what I like to pride myself on, is I have my helpers try to design masks for me. So if I'm not very confident in what the characters look like the masks, I'll have them come over here. If they want me to copy over a mech, I will do it. This was built by, I think, Blue Foxy. It's his own character. Put a mask on a Rolf mech. This was built by Tony. It's his own skin as an animatronic. Which, again, something you can tell if it wasn't my mask that was built. You can tell. Because not a lot of people... Oh, this was built by This is Fats, built by Deadbird. But a lot of people actually skip over the eyes, so you can actually see the mech. These characters weren't... Or the masks, when they were built on the actual characters, you weren't able to see inside the mech through the mask, unless it started melting. But that's what not a lot of people realize when they build masks. Like Blue Foxy here also skipped out on the eyes for Dingo. This is a personal project I'm working on for another YouTuber. As you can see, he also skipped over the eyes. Not as much over here, but still. This Fats was built by... Or these both were built by Tony, and those were built by Crazy. That was a little competition I had him do. That was fun. I don't think we're going to need the teleporter, but just to wrap up the tour, I will show you guys the personal project, or the updated Rockfire we are working on now. And it is the biggest project I've ever worked on so far on the channel. But this is when we gave This is the full size of the mechs. You can see it is a lot of work there. And this, my friends, is our very own, very accurately built, very detailed, very large rockfire explosion. And unfortunately, it's going to be a little hard to show you guys all of them. There is the Looney Bird. There's Billy Bob, which that's what the body shell is going to look like. I just haven't filled it in yet. There is Mitzi right there. And yes, these are the accurate shapes of the body shells. There is Beach Bear right there. And Fats, we didn't get to, but his head shell is on. And you just see how detailed this is. The organ was the first thing people realized how detailed this was going to be. But we got the organ. No, not the country organ, but there's Choo Choo down there. If we go under the stage, you can see their MAC valves. There's the dual pressure regulator down there. You can't really see it because we covered up most of it. Dukes might be the easiest to see, but we built all the MAC valves, the flow controls, the computer lines, the quick disconnects. Like, it is all here. And that all runs back here to the air compressor, the tape decks, and the gray box. I'm proud of all of this, of course. Could have done a little bit more work on the gray box and the air compressor, but the tape decks, yeah, I'm proud of it. Got the sun right there, the moon's over there. Unfortunately, it's so big you can't, the stage is so big you can't go back and see everything. Oh, is there a hole in my drum? Might have missed a few things, but we will patch those up. Rolf's over here for those of you who were curious. Rolf and Earl. I don't think I've said anything about Earl this whole episode, so yeah, there he was. And over here's just like a few things a few of my helpers have built. I've told Crazy to build his most updated 3-stage, and that's what he has so far. I might bring his clunk over at some point. We've got a Wolfpack 5 sign that Blue Foxy built, and I think that's everything. All the junk we have in front of the stage so far, but don't worry. This will fill up as time goes on, don't worry. But with that being said, guys, and only an hour in, I was trying to rush this along, but I might have rushed it a little too much. But with that being said, guys, that is everything in this Rockfire world of mine. There's a lot more to come in the future. We've still got years and years to come before we can even remotely get all those stages I have listed done. A lot of work is going into this. A lot of helpers over the years. I should have made a list of everybody who has been on the world to help, but I completely forgot. But we'll have that for next year, don't worry. A big thanks to everybody, and I mean everybody, who has come on the world to help. And if you were just here for a little bit, you were still welcome. It's been a fun 2 years, and hopefully this 3rd year is going to be even better with the completion of, I hope, the updated Rockfire Explosion and the start or completion of the concept unification. I know, Crazy. A big thanks to all the helpers who are currently helping now. I think I can name them all. I'm gonna have to look at my friends list, aren't I? No, I can do this off the top of my head. A lot of thanks to our main helpers with the rock nowadays: Deadbird, Crazy, uh, Tony, Metal, and Blue Foxy. I think that's all five. Maybe there's a sixth. But they have been the ones who have stuck with this. Each of them's been in almost every episode. So, Blue Foxy's been skipping out a little bit lately, but, we got all those helpers. The friends we've made along the way, it's truly amazing. I did not think we'd be here 2 years later, still building this. I thought we would have built the Rockfire Explode. Like, if you had asked me 2 years ago what this world was going to look like, I could not have told you. I would have probably said we would have just built the Rockfire stage and been done with it, but thanks to you guys' support and suggestions, we've made it 2 years, and hopefully we have many, many more to come. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode. If you guys did enjoy the episode, hit that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more of this series, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And if you guys have not already and don't want to miss a future episode of this, or any other series I do on the channel, hit that notification bell. Or as the cool kids say nowadays, ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling. And yes, we say that on the channel. Like I said, I hope you all enjoy, and I would personally like to thank all of you for making these 2 years some of the best 2 years I think I could have ever had. So thank you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!